In this video, I'll show you how to assemble the brush guard. So we'll start off with a new assembly drawing. And I'll start with that piece. I'm going to add that support bar. I need to get the orientation. There we go. Now, notice I orient it so that the notch lines up properly. Now, in order to constrain tubes, you're going to have to use work planes because you can't constrain to just the cylinders. So what I'll do is open up the individual parts, and I know that I'm going to need a work plane across here, and it's 9 inches down from the top. So the way I built my model was pretty much everything around the origin, so that's a really good way to do that when you're working with tubes, because then it's easy to just offset those by known distances. So I'm going to take this plane and I'm going to offset it down by 9 inches because I know that that's where that tube goes, and I think I'm good with that. I will turn that one off for now. Likewise on this tube, turn all my planes on. Now if you don't have the planes, if you didn't build your model that way, you're just going to have to add some more planes by doing offsets. Go to my assembly. Now remember, in order to see those planes, you'll have to turn on the plane. So go to View, Hide Show, and Planes. And now they're going to show up. So I can constrain that plane to that plane, this one to that one, and then I'll do that mid plane to that mid plane, and let's see what we got. Yeah, that looks good. So again, I just used the planes. Now in order to put those tabs, the light tabs on the side, I need to do something similar. Let's look at the tabs themselves. See what my planes are that I have. I have a mid plane there, that'll be good. That one's not so great, but I'll just create, I'll do an offset of that plane, and this tab is 5 inches long. So I'll have those two planes, and I'll just use the bottom surface of that tab. Let's hide that. So I need, according to my design, this light bar was, if I remember right, let me look at the drawing. I think it's 12 inches. Yeah, the tabs for the lights are 12 inches off the base. So I'm going to need a plane that's 12 inches off the base. Let's, oops, go back to this, turn that top plane on, so it can be 12 inches from the bottom, or it can be 6 inches from the top. So let me put a reference plane from here. It's going to go down 6 inches, and I can use those other planes. Probably turn that one off now. Let me insert the tabs, and same thing, try to orient them like that one will be the one for that side. And I'll use my planes, and I'll constrain that mid plane to that mid plane. Let's see. Oh, I'm going to need another plane. I'm going to need to offset over to have a plane there. So that's why you make sure you have your part file open as well. And that's going to be a 15-inch to there. While I'm at it, I should put one on the other side. I'm going to have to do the exact same thing on the other side. It's not what I wanted to do. This one. Flip it the other way. There we go. So let's go ahead and constrain this first tab before I work on the second one. So if I do that plane and that plane, lines it up that way. That one's kind of hard to grab. That one and that one. And then I'll just use the bottom of the tab. I don't have any other directions to worry about. It's close enough. Okay, so now I have that tab constrained, and I just need to do the same thing on the other side. So let me go ahead and insert another one of the tabs. Again, try to get it oriented as close as you can to the proper orientation. That'll make your life easier. Let's do the same thing with our planes. And again, I'll just use the bottom of that tab and that plane. And there's our assembly. I can turn the rest of those planes off, but you get the idea.